Good evening, traders. This is Elliott Wave analysis. I want to do last month's review. That is, last month was September 2020. We made a lot of analysis and almost all went our way. Last month we made more than 100% profit because trades went the way we expected and it went so fast as well. So one of the pairs we analyzed was US 30. US 30, you can see this is a daily chart. When market was here, this is daily, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me go to 4 hours so we can see it clearer. So this is 4 hours. When market, I made analysis when the market was here, and I forgot that we will have another push up to complete the ending diagonal. This is an ending diagonal, so it ended here. Okay, now this very line I placed it as sell confirmation. So we didn't sell from here because it's risky to sell from the top because market structure can change any time, so no need selling from the top. So but this very drop gave me full confidence that market has started to do the correction we expected, and we entered from here. So our stop loss was somewhere here, but immediately the market moved, we shifted our stops. So now what happened that after this very impulse move, we have A, B, C. Why I put this WXYXZ is that when market is correcting, you can never be sure of when it will end, but you can still forecast how it will end. For now, we can assume that the correction is over. We can assume that it is over because this very move is impulsive, and this very move is correction. This can be a running flat or expanding flat. It can come here and turn back. It will be an expanding flat. It can be going up. It will be a running flat. But we cannot confirm that it is over until this B or X is taken out. If the market comes and breaks this level and close above it, then we can relax and buy, knowing that the market will continue to go up. But we can still have another correction, making this double zigzag. We can have WXY XZ. This market can turn back from this very low and drop down here, making it WXY XZ. So having made profit trading from here to here, we closed our trade around here or so. But now we are watching what will happen. If we get a bounce from here or from here, then we will sell down here. If it breaks, we buy from here. So let's go to the second market we analyzed was Bitcoin. So let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we made the analysis when the market was here. We put this line when the market was here, this little line. We will see it further in 4 hours. But the point I'm making is that we traded this correction down here and close it, and you can see. Let me go to 4 hours. This is where we made our first trade. We traded here, and we were afraid when the market is going up, but having the experience that the move wasn't a sharp move, we know that it will still come back. So we traded from here. Of course, our stop loss was here anyway. it is a quite big stop loss, but when we see structure, we know what is going to, we will predict what is going to happen. So we were not much afraid. We entered here, our stops were here, it came up all the way here and come down. The good thing about it is that our targets have not been made. Let me zoom the chart. Our target is at least we get here or lower, but you can see it bounced, it is going up, but it's going up doesn't mean that it won't come back again. It can sell. It can do what's called double correction, double zigzag. You can see A, B, C, or W, X, Y. So we can have something like this. W, X, Y, X, Z. So it's possible we can have another drop. So where we watch out to this very line. If market bounce back, comes up here, I will be happy to sell from here because I know the market's gonna drop once more. But if it breaks this very line, I will sell. I close it here. It's a big money. If you go to 1 hour, you know it's a very big money. But if it comes up here, I'll be happy because it affords a better opportunity to sell from here to here. So let's keep watching Bitcoin. I don't want to go to 1 hour or 2 hours because nothing much to see there. But let me go to 1 hour. You can see all this move is corrective. Sometimes small time frame will tell you what is happening. You can see this is impulse, and it corrected all the way here. This is another impulse again, and this correction seems to be running flat. It can turn to be expanding flat and comes back. So with this very drop, it's likely that this market will break this line and go and keep going down. But if it doesn't, it will move up suddenly or slowly and come back around here. Then we're gonna sell. Now from Bitcoin, let's go to gold and silver. Yes, we did the gold, we did the silver, and we made a lot of profit from them. So this is gold. Where is my gold? Where is the gold? Okay, this is gold. On gold, we traded. I didn't trade this one because I don't like to jump into market. I didn't trade this one, but I traded from here to here. It can see small, but this is daily chart. Let's go to 4 hours. But what I want to show you here is that we have 5-wave impulse, and this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this 5, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have a sub waves inside it. So, and I can assure you that this very drop here is not enough for all this move. All this very move from down from here. This correction cannot be enough to cover all of them. So we will likely have another drop. So we forget that gold will come down maybe 17 something, but maybe not so quick. It might move in a complex manner, but likely this correction might not be over. So let's go to forward so that you can see clearly what I'm trying to say. On these 4 hours, you can see this is A or W. You can see triangle A, B, C, D, E, triangle. This can be B or X. Then this is Y or C. So why I put XZ is that from my own forecast, this very market will this very market will still be going down. It can either break this channel and come down again to complete the correction, or it can come up to this level and then drop. So what I will do, if it keeps going up, I will watch for sell setup around here. I will even be happy if it comes up here, because it will make room for a better profit. But it's gonna drop unless something fundamental happens and we have a very sharp move. But the bottom line is that as long as this E, X or B have not been taken out, down move is still expected. But if it keeps going up and breaks this area, I will look for buy. So let me go to silver to see what's happened here. Silver. Okay, this is silver. Silver is somehow controversial, and I want it to be in that controversy. Why I say that silver is, this is good spot. I open the silver. What is it? Silver. Okay. It's not open. So silver, I made a controversial analysis on silver, in the sense that ELLIOTT wave traders will disagree with me. Okay, let me go to 4 hours. ELLIOTT wave traders will disagree with me that my labeling as triangle here is not correct. But we can see our YouTube channel. Our channel name is ELLIOTT WAVE PLUS, or ELLIOTT WAVE Refined or Advanced. So what I have learned that it's better to follow market structure than trying to get correct labeling of ELLIOTT wave. Having the correct labeling is good, but sometimes if you are waiting to have all the labelings to be accurate and perfect, you will be missing a lot of trades. Now, this very A, B, C, D, E, many will not agree with me, but I insist that this is triangle. So the reason that A is supposed to have 3, that is, it's supposed to be something like this: move, move, move. A, move, move, move. B, move, move, move. C, and so on. But it didn't occur. But I am more concerned about the structure and the shape. So you can see this shape is triangle. And after the analysis, I placed my trade. I traded from here. I placed a sell stop from here. Because I know with this very shape, if the market does not break this very CA line, it will come down. So when I see what's happening here, I place a sell stop here. And the market came there, and my sell triggered, and I made a lot of profit on silver and gold. So if you are an ELLIOTT wave student, you might ignore this labeling of triangle. You might ignore it because it may confuse you. When I was learning, I can't do it, but now I know the reason I did it. It may confuse you because it's not how it is always do, but you can see it works for me. But what is important is to know when you will enter your trade. If you have something controversial like me, I pressed a sell stop and it entered, and we made profit. So now, where the way forward is that our forecast is that silver, just like gold, the correction is not over. From our own point of view, the correction is not yet over. But if it breaks this channel and comes down, it will continue going down. If not, it may still come back here or even here and then turn back. Now, this correction can only be over when the market is taking out this level and this level. As long as the price is trading under this level and this level, silver is still correcting, and I'll be looking for a sell setup. If it breaks here, I will sell, but not with all confidence. But if it comes up here and here, I'll be happy and look for a sell setup from here. Then I'll make a very big profit because it will likely break this very area and continue coming down. So let's go to another pair we analyzed. I will later post that old videos. Just click like, share, subscribe to our channel, share our videos, join our Telegram channel, and learn when we begin to teach. So let's go to what other pair did we trade? USD CHF, USD JPY, GBP CHF, GBP JPY, Euro NZD. But I've not touched all of them. Even Euro GBP, we analyzed it. Let me look for USD JPY because it's important. USD JPY. So on daily chart, USD JPY, our forecast that the market will come down to this channel, but it did not. But it's not yet over. As long as this very top is still in play, if this very top is not taken out, we are still selling USD JPY. If the market closes above 107.1.2 or thereabout, then we begin to buy. But if it is still intact, we are still selling. Even the market is even still trading under here. So if the market breaks here, I will look out for here. If it doesn't break here, if it bounces back from here, I will sell down to this place. So let's go to 4 hours. So there's nothing much we are looking for in 4 hours, but we can say that the market is still correcting. This very move happens to be taken out, and you see this looks impulsive. Anyway, this is impulse, this is correction, this is another impulse, and here it is correcting, and you can see a drop, sharp drop. Let's go to 1 hour. This very sharp drop is an indication that the market will drop further. So what I'm doing now is I'm watching out if it will continue dropping or if it will increase more. So this very line, let me change the color. This very line is where I'm looking at. So for me to buy USD JPY, it has to break this very line, this very candle. If it breaks it and go up, I will look for buy setup. Then if it continue doing this type of squeeze movement, I will wait to see if the market will come up. I will look to see if the market will come up somewhere here. So I'll be watching this very area. If it comes up here and bounces back, I'll look for sell setup and sell. And you can see this very line is like it's testing this very. It has broken a channel anyway. Let's know whether it will bounce back and we sell. If it breaks here, we sell further. So right now USDJPY is a kind of, we are a kind of waiting for what will happen. So if you are trade according to your rules. Money management is important. Know the amount you have, know the risk reward before you make a trade. You know what you target and what will be your stop loss. So when market is not clear, you look for the one that is clear. So as far as GBJ is concerned, I'll be looking for sell for now until it breaks here. So let's go to another pair. USD Chef. We also made the analysis on USD Chef, but we don't have much to show on USD Chef. All we know that USD Chef moved deeper than USDJPY according to our forecast. It moves deeper, close to where we forecasted, and you see, we know we forecasted that the market will turn here, that the bullish will be invalidated if it breaks here, and you can see it bounced back. It bounced from this here, and you can see our bullish confirmation. Let me zoom the chart. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, you can see our bullish confirmation. The bullish have confirmed. So what we do now is to know if it will stay in validation. So now, what happened here that this place is no longer the invalidation. Here is now the new invalidation because it has proven that this support holds. So let's go to back to 4 hours to see more details. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, but this very count is not an ideal way to count because the market, the shape of the impulse is not a sweet one. So what is happening here? All this can still be with 1. I mean, I've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it can still be with 1. The market may delay doing some sort of abracadabra. It may delay moving any meaningful way. But one day you may wake up and see the market, see a very big candle. All I know that 886 Fibonacci retracement holds. So we are looking out at the market, and the market have made the first impulse, which is here, and it's retraced and it's going up again. So we look out for this line, yellow line. If it breaks here, it may test. If it breaks, we may sell with a small because it will likely test here again. But if it's going up and breaks here, then the market will continue going up because we can see that this is ABC, a kind of ABC. But this very C is not this is not the way C always is. So for my own calculation, this can be A, then B might be developing as either a flat, running flat, expanding flat. So I'm thinking that what's happening here is that B is developing. B can, this label is A, B, C. Under B, let me put it so that we will see what we are doing. A, B, C. So A, B, C. So what I'm saying that this very movement, what's happening here might be a B. B is always complex, so B might be developing as A, B, C. So it can be an expanding flat or whatever it wants to do, it can do it. So we might see B as expanding flat, and then C of C will drop. Oh my god. Oh. So this is what we may see. So this is A of B, B of B, C of C. C of B, you may see price move up somewhere here before coming down. Then we now buy. So we keep on watching here. We keep on watching what is happening here. So that's all for USD CHF. Let's go to, oh, I'm tired. Let's go to another pair. We traded the USD card, we traded GBP CHF, GBJPY. Let me go to GBP JPY. Okay, it made sense. GBJPY. My main forecast is that we will have something similar, this kind of movement or similar can happen. That's why I copied it and put here. So, but you know, this kind of does not happen immediately you want it or as you wanted it. But sometimes it does happen. Let's go to weekly to see what is happening in the weekly chart. You can see weekly chart. Weekly chart. This is an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a very example of an impulse move. And not only it is an impulse. Let me label it. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is an impulse. Okay. And when we have impulse, we expect to have at least 38.2, 50%, and 61.8 retracement. So although this is a weekly chart, but from the weekly chart I believe that this is A, this is B or W, X, Y. That GBJPY will still go up to touch here, and come down. But mind you, this is a weekly chart, so don't bother looking at it every day. It may happen in next 2-3 years. I don't know. So let's go to daily. This is where we have interest because it is what's happening now. On the daily chart, we can see this very move is an impulse. 1, 2, 3. So this is one of the reasons I said that I will not always be looking at perfect ELLIOTT wave count, because if you keep looking for perfect ELLIOTT wave count, you see a lot of trades. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, and our market is correcting. And see you see this we did this long ago. I forgot that the correction will end somewhere here, and you can see it didn't exceed it and begin coming down. And if you check this very movement, is a lot of money. This is a daily chart. You can see the very movement is a whole lot of movement. So, and we forecasted that WXYXZ. You made this forecast when the market is here, somewhere here. We forgot that we will likely have another movement, and it occurred like that, and then begin to come down. So what happened here is that since we have had WXYXZ, and this very move is impulsive, so we'll be looking at when and how we will sell depending on the current development. Let me go to 4 hours. In 4 hours, you can see let me put Fibonacci. The drop from here to here looks impulsive. Of course, it is an impulse, though it is in correction, but it's an impulse because this is A, we're looking for B, then we have C. So what we will do right now, sorry that I didn't label it, I don't have the time, but what we are looking at is that the market bounced off 0.382 Fibo retracement, then comes to the test 0.236 retracement and is going back again. So what we will do, we will be watching this very sharp candle that bounced back. If it breaks it, it means that the strength have returned. Then we will likely get this very place. We will likely get 61.8. We will likely get to 61.8. So my main focus is that I will wait for the BJPY to close above 137, then I will buy. I will not target here, I will target here. Then from here I will look for sell based on 4 hours. Let me go to 1 hour. In 1 hour we can see something. 1 hour we can see something happening in 1 hour. You can see we have something like that looks like expanding triangle. You know, if you are taking an ELLIOTT wave, expanding triangle doesn't occur all the time. It doesn't occur all the time. So if I am to label this, I will label it as an expanding triangle. So you know, as I said, that this is an impulse, and we are correcting it. You can see I can label this as A, B, C, somewhere up here. So if the focus is correct, then this very place is an expanding triangle. A, B, C, D, E. It must be the first time you are seeing expanding triangle live in the market. But it might be your first time of seeing an expanding triangle. But it's good, you know, it does happen. So this is a typical example of an expanding triangle. This is wave A. This is A, and this is B. So my focus is that BJPY will give us a C level before we sell. It might be here, or it might go deeper. Let's say it will come here, but it will likely go deeper. Then what I will do is if I want to buy, I will buy with a very little lot size. But I tell you, if you didn't enter the market when it was here, forget it, because if you buy here, your stop loss will be here, and it's very large, and the target will be here or here. So it's not a good risk reward business trade. So I prefer to wait and sell. So are we going to do another one? Let me check. Okay, let me. GBP. This pair is one of the craziest pair I have ever seen. But anyway, sometimes it gives you profit. So let's go to it. It will always prove you wrong. You can see my forecast. It proved me wrong, but no problem. It's all about about forecasting. Nobody knows what will happen in the market. So, but what happened that even if my forecast did not happen as I thought it will, still the structure is still valid. You can see. Just I show you triangle. You see another triangle. This is A, this is B, this is C. So A, the triangle A, B, C, D, E. This is B. This is C. Now let me explain more to it so that you don't get confused. This is impulse, but this drop is impulsive in nature. So it's necessary that it will be corrected. So now the first move of the correction is A. This is A. And the second move developed as triangle before it dropped to the before it dropped as B, then C will be somewhere here. The C didn't go far, but it can still turn back. So this pair is always volatile. But what is important is that we have A, B, C. Anyway, let me remove the triangle because it is a kind of confusing. So I don't want to label the triangle, but you can see it is a triangle anyway. But labeling it might not be so nice because of how it fell into. We're supposed to have, okay, now if I will label it as a triangle, then I have to put here, then the B will be expanding flat, 1, 2, 3 triangle, then the B will end here, then this C will end here. It will now make it A, B, C. So okay, as this very move is impulsive, and this is correction, and you can see the correction ended at nearly 786 retracement. So instead of calling this a triangle, I'd rather call it expanding flat. So what are we looking for in this pair? My main focus on this pair is that something similar to this, something similar will still happen in this market. Either it have started, or we may have another drop before it happens. So what we are trying to say that we will likely get another drop. We will likely get another drop. We will likely get another drop, which may end either here, or it will end here before we get another buy. So what I will do, if I want to trade this very pair, what I will do is that I will look for buy, but looking for buy is not the best thing. The best thing to do in this very issue is to go to lower time frame. You know, this is 30-day time, so let's go to 4 hours to see what we have there. Okay, now in 4 hours we can see that this very move is impulsive, and the correction is ongoing. So whenever we have impulse correction, we look for impulse again, but it will all depend when the correction is ended. So what is important, knowing when the correction ends. That's what we always target, so that we trade the next impulse. So this correction have touched 61.8, and we can see that it's coming down fast. So by the price action of this very market, we will likely have W, X, Y, X, Z. This is my main forecast. My main forecast that the market will drop at least here again, because if you can see, this is 1.8. It bounced back and they didn't waste time coming down with force. It shows that the market is under pressure to move further down. So we expect a drop below this, and it will happen either here or here. So my main forecast here is that I will look for a sell setup. Probably I may place a sell stop below this very low. If it breaks it, it will break it with force. That's the number one thing. Then my stop loss will be somewhere here. But if it breaks it, I will bring stop loss to break even, so that if the market bounces back, I have nothing to lose. But if it doesn't bounce back, I'll take my profit here. Or I will check if the market is going with force, I put my take profit here. Then I will be looking for buy once more. So on 1 hour, let's know what is happening in 1 hour. See, why we analyze down to 1 hour or to 4 hours, that sometimes when you want to trade on daily, you must know what's happening in 1 hour and 4 hours, so that you don't waste your time waiting for trade, or you enter a trade, it will be going against you for days and weeks. But if you go down to 4 hours, you will know whether you will wait or you will trade according to the current time frame. You can see now. Let me tell you something. This is what we call the flag. This is the drop. What's happening here is flag. So it's likely that this very market will break this line and come down. So what am I trying to sell? What I'm trying to say is the sell. The market structure favors sell than buying. Let me put a channel. This channel market will likely go with this channel. So we may have something like this. We may drop here. Okay, let me put, we may have a drop to this place, something like this, and a break of this line before we go up. Remember, it is the forecast. Nobody knows what will happen in the market. I keep saying it. It's the forecast. But we forecast based on our experience and what we learn in Elliott Wave. So if you want to trade Euro GBP, look for sell. Put sell stop below this line. If it breaks it, it will enter and you will be in the trade. If it doesn't break it, if it goes up suddenly, you will cancel the pending order. So don't just go on and put enter the market, because you may lose your money. So this is our main forecast on this very pair. So we're gonna stop here. I want to go to sleep. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share our video, like our video, join our Telegram group. If you want to learn, you learn with us. It's better you learn ELLIOTT wave, because market moves in swings and waves and structures. Stop gazing. Stop gambling. Stop losing your money. Take time to learn. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.